So, hello everyone. We will continue discussing the animal series, what we were doing. So, today we have very interesting topic that is class amphibians. So, we will start. So, the examples we all know the frogs, the bafforana, the toads, the salamanders, the Sicilians, we all know. So, the general characteristics of amphibian. They are smooth, moist skin which aids in respiration during the adult stage of their life. They spend a part of their life in water and a part on land. Most amphibians can survive in terrestrial environment, but they must return to the water to reproduce. That's the major characteristic they have. They must return to water to reproduce. A jelly-like surface surrounds their eggs when they are deposited into the water to keep them from drying. Interesting. So, they start out their life in water as a larvae. They move from the larvae stage to the adulthood in progress called metamorphosis. Amphibians breathe through their skin, therefore, their must skin remain damp in order to take oxygen. So, there are three orders of amphibians. Order Anura, which include frogs, toads. They are four-legged and no tails. We all know the frogs all about. Their hinds are strong and used for jumping. Order Chordata, the salamanders. We all know the salamander. They have no tails. They either have four or two short, weak legs. That interesting characteristic of salamanders. We all know. Then the Opoda, which includes Sicilians. So Sicilians they have no legs and resemble large earthworm. These animals usually live in the underground burrows, but some are aquatic. That's the major characteristics of cilians. So we all know about this. So now what was the homeopathic significance of this amphibian? Amphibian leads a double life, dividing their life in between water and land. They see a similar doubleness in mollusk as well. Mollusks we all know they may live in the shell or they come out of the shell. In mollusk, the conflict in between the shell or out of the shell. As we all know about the bivalve, the cephalopoda, the gastropoda, we all know. In toad, this gland produces poisonous milky fluid, providing them with excellent protection from potential predators. In reptiles, the poison can internalize and the poison is much more lethal. Amphibians are strongly governed by instinct. The first male that meets a female mounts on their back and clasps firmly around their neck. Toads also appear to have insatiable appetite and to have no sense of repletion. That's the major peculiarity we have. Insatiable appetite for sexual activities or for the food as well. They have that. So hermaphrodism, the presence of both the sexes in an organism is another issue. The Buffonidae have bigger organ in both sexes. In males, the mature functional sexual gland is preceded by non-functional sexual gland which assume the female form. The rudimentary gland known as Bidder's organ degenerates and atrophies as the true gland evolve, but it never disappears completely. That's the major interesting characteristic of amphibians we know. So another aspect that they came up in cases requiring a remedy from this class is that they change their color to their skin to escape the detection against the different background. We all know they have the strategy of escaping from the predators. Emotion like fear, anger can be make them lose their color. That's another interesting thing we have. Dryness, light and warm will introduce the light color. So the Bufo alvaris is also a toad of light. Interesting. And it says a venom and a sacrament of the scourge of the toad light. The liking secretion of the toad or smoking the dried venom leads the hallucination and consciousness altering effect. The bufo we all know has a major effect on the central nervous system. Medicine made from the toad have been used for flux as exponent diuretics as the remedy for the toothache, sinusitis, bleeding from the gums. Amphibians are cold-blooded. They rely on the ambient temperature for body temperature regulation. Metamorphosis, a striking change in the appearance. This is a stage from where the larva from a toad that develop. Is another important characteristic of the amphibian life cycle. We may find this trait in the sensation method of the bufo cycles or the members of bufo cycles. So at last I want to show reverence to all my gurus who taught me so much. You can contact to me nishant.smilebox@gmail.com and do subscribe to my channel.